Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for yet another speed build. In today's speed build, we have a very exciting um, house that I'm building right now. And it is using the Vampire game pack. And I am so freaking excited about it. I think it turned out okay. I think it turned out okay. I was honestly just trying to get it done so I could actually get to the real gameplay. But I like how it turned out, and it was so much fun using all of the new build items to really give this house some character. So I sped this video up quite a bit just because it was going to be extremely long, and I was like, I don't think people would actually want to watch like a 40-minute video of me building this. So I decided to get it down to less than 20 minutes, and I succeeded, and I think it still works. It does go pretty fast, and I hope that's okay. I hope you guys are okay with that. Let me know if you prefer it to be slower or that kind of thing, and I will listen to you guys and take your advice into account for my next speed build. But this house actually has a secret attic underneath it, which you don't get to see me build in this. It's not anything special. It just has some, like a little lounge area, and then the coffins where sometimes the vampires sleep and sometimes they don't. But I just decided it would make the video too long, and it wasn't that special of a room anyway. But it definitely comes into play during the Let's Play. So make sure you keep an eye out for the first episode of the Let's Play, which will be out very soon after this one. I think it's the house episode, and then the CAS, the cast build, the cast video, and then it will be the first episode of my vampire Let's Play. And I hope you guys enjoy it so much. I know I am enjoying playing it, and I think that's very important, is for me to actually enjoy playing the family and exploring their family dynamic. And this house is probably going to change quite a bit for this family, just because they change a lot during this little mini series that I'm going to have going on, and I wanted everything to kind of match their personality and who they are right now, and then later on it will match them even better and that kind of thing. When I was building all I knew for sure was that I wanted a lot of porch space, because I feel like old Victorian homes have lots of porch space. And then I also wanted it to have a turret, and I managed to have all of that in here. And just to let you guys know, I actually struggled a lot with the coloring of this build. I go through so many different color schemes for the outside, and I finally just decided to go gray and white, which is like all of my builds ever. I was trying so hard to do something different, but I couldn't make it look good, and I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm going to make this look like something I would want to live in. And well, actually, I wouldn't live in this house. I wanted it to make it something I would like to play in. So I did, and I think it ended up turning out pretty well. If you guys want, I can put this house on the gallery. If you want to find my gallery, my ID is seemingly normal, same as it is everywhere. So make sure you check me out if you are interested in downloading anything. Some of my builds do have custom content, but I mean, if you download it, the custom content doesn't come with it. So I mean, you know, if you want to, you can. The game just automatically replaces the items that you don't have, etc., etc. And I don't have all the game packs by far. So there's probably a lot that would be available to people like me. And you just saw my filming software. You're welcome for that. But yes, so here now you can see that I finished up all of the coloring, and I skipped that part of the build just because I was having so many problems with it, and I was so mad at myself for having so many problems. So I was like, no one is going to want to watch this, because all of the, I just kept changing the colors. And I think this is the color it stays for the rest of the video, and I end up using most of the windows, I think, are from the game pack, except for these big windows that I'm placing right now. Those are from Get Together? I think they're from Get Together. And I started out putting these little shutter windows, and I'm not sure if I don't keep the ones on the turret. I know that for sure. But I don't remember what I put there instead. I think just some game pack windows. Yeah, I put the vampire game pack windows all over this build because I felt like it really went with the whole style of everything. Inside the house, there are 3 bedrooms upstairs and a bathroom, I believe. And then downstairs, there's a bathroom, kitchen, dining, and then 2 lounge areas. And then the basement has 3 coffins and another lounge area. The parents actually use the biggest coffin to sleep at night instead of a bedroom. It's just how I decided I wanted that to happen. And then the kids live upstairs because their parents wanted to give them as much of a real childhood as they could without exposing them too much to the darkness of their world. It's just really to stop them from getting too corrupted at a young age, which is actually going to be one of the storylines in this miniseries. So that's going to be really exciting. I feel like I'm talking so fast. I'm so sorry about that. And I apologize for all the pausing in this video. I think I was watching something while building this, and I kept getting very into watching what I was watching. So, and my voice sounds weird. It's because it's still kind of early, and I've been talking a lot this morning already. I already filmed one voiceover, and now I'm doing this one, and then I'll be done. Finally. And then I can stop talking for a while because my throat is starting to hurt. So I left my fan on last night. I live in Texas, but it's kind of really cold right now, especially at night. But I can't sleep without my fan on because I like it to be a little bit cold in the room, so I'm really warm under my covers. And I think because I left it on, it dried out my throat, so now my throat really hurts. I don't think I'm sick. At least, I don't think I am. I guess I could be. So today is Friday, the 27th, and I have a date with my boyfriend. We're going out to eat at a Mexican restaurant called La Fiesta, and I'm going to get some tacos. I'm really excited. And then after that, I think we're going shopping. I need to buy some legit foundation, so I think we're going to go to Ulta, which if you don't know is like a Sephora. It's a makeup store, and I'm going to get some new foundation. I'm actually really stuck on which foundation I want. I either want Urban Decay Urban Decay All Nighter. I think it's Too Faced Born This Way or Estee Lauder Stay All Day. I think those are the names of them, and I haven't decided exactly which one I want yet. So I think I'm just gonna go to the store and look at the colors. I am yellow toned, but I am like so pale. I usually buy the Maybelline, I think it's Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I'm not sure. I think it's the Fit Me foundation. And the one I have right now is the dewy one, but it's still too dark for me. The lightest shade, which is ridiculous. So I'm gonna go get matched at Ulta, I believe, and spend like $40 on a foundation, which hurts my soul, but I think it's necessary for me to get the quality that I want from a foundation, and I need something that will last during clinicals and during class, and that's like 8 hours. So I'm really excited to have some actual expensive foundation because I don't know if I've ever had foundation that cost more than like $10. So I'm really cheap when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'll spend so much money on like eyeshadows, but if I try to spend money on foundation, I'm like, think about everything else I could be buying right now. So we have officially finished the outside and we have moved to the inside. I went ahead and did the layout and figured that out already. Just once again to cut down the time in this video. I ended up putting this giant chandelier in there, and I think it really adds to the whole vampiric theme of the entire house. And I love the little mini ones, the little mini chandeliers that come with the game pack. I just rotated them like I like to do, so there's 2 in one spot, thus adding more light, and it looks really cool as well. I ended up sectioning off with a half wall, and that ends up being the main lounge living area, just because I wanted some separation, and I thought the separation made it look more decrepit and more like an old house that somebody renovated. My favorite thing to do with these rugs is to layer them. I think that looks so cute, and it's definitely kind of designer and not really dark, but I think that kind of fits with their family right now. Eventually, when they become the master vampire family, I want to change their house into something a lot more creepy, But as for now, I think this works perfectly. I put all of this I think is new to the game. It came in the new game pack. The curtains, the the seating, those rugs, and then the fireplace are all from the new game pack. I decided to put curtains over all the windows because I thought that was, it made sense since vampires can't be out in the sun. So I also used this new chair from the game pack, which is a very interesting chair. Can you use it at tables? It would be interesting if you could use those at a dining room table and then have them on each end. Now that would be a creepy looking table. I also put curtains over that one back door because it was a glass door. And now I'm wondering if you can even use that door. I'm not sure. I think you can. And then I was putting just creepy paintings and cobwebs everywhere. And I ended up putting cracks everywhere in the walls. And I didn't spend too much time on the kitchen. Obviously, the kitchen is going to be very tiny just because they don't eat food. It's mostly just for looks to keep up their human persona and make sure they're not too suspicious. And also, I just didn't know what else to put down here. And I also put a large dining room table for entertainment purposes. That dining room table and the chairs on the sides. So those 6 chairs are from the game pack, and then the 2 on the end, I think are from Get Together, but I'm not sure. It took me a while to decide on a carpet here, just because all of the carpets were too big or too small, and it was really frustrating. And then over here, the only thing I could think of to do was to put in like another lounge area, but I think it looks pretty nice actually. Like I said, very designer, kind of interior decorator-y, if that makes sense. I love these doors that came with the new game pack. I think they look really cool. Like little, I don't know, tomb doors. There's also a mini bathroom downstairs, and I'm just adding little knickknacks around the house now to make it look a bit more put together. Yeah, and I put that giant gargoyle thing indoors because I thought it made it look really cool and creepy. I hope at least that's what I was going for. I wish these curtains had a lot more recolors, honestly, because I feel like I'm going to use them a lot, but they have really old looking colors, and I wish they had some more generic color schemes to them. But I really can't make any more qualms about this game pack because I think they did really nice with what's in it. Like, this toilet is amazing. I'm going to use this toilet all the time. But I think this game pack is actually pretty legit. I love everything that came in it. I love the whole vampire thing. I think they worked it out, so it's really cool. I also gave them a tea machine just because I thought, well, if they don't eat anything, they're probably like drink connoisseurs. It kind of makes sense. And then I put this cool tile in here from the new game pack. And I love this tile. I think it looks so elaborate and cool. And I put some red recolors of it in the bathrooms upstairs. Oh, there's 2 bathrooms upstairs. I decided to give Henry his own bathroom because I figured he's the only boy in the house other than the 2 girls, or other than what? He's the only son. So I wanted him to have his own private area so he wouldn't have to share a bathroom with his sisters. So this bedroom is Vivian's bedroom. She, as I was saying in the cast video, she is the favorite. So I decided to give her the most elaborate bedroom, and then it's all done in blacks and reds, and I think it really fits her personality. I gave her the big bed that comes with the game pack, the new bed, and that dresser. And I was just kind of trying to use everything from the new game pack just to see what everything was like. Love that lamp with the tassels. Now this room doesn't really look like a teenager room, so I think if I went back and changed anything, it would be to make it look more like a teenager room. Because if I looked at this room, I would think it was like the parents' bedroom instead of her bedroom. I also put a fireplace in here because I think Vivian likes to live on the dangerous side and have fire actually in her room. And I don't know, I just feel like that really fits her personality. And then I put a computer in there just to help with the vampire lore skill and that kind of thing. And now we have moved on to Henry's room. His room is done in kind of like that yellowy color with gray. I gave him Barraculia and renamed it Baddington, I think, which I think is funny. But I just put little kid things in here. I still want Henry to be a kid, even though he's like a diabolical kid. But he's still like 7 or 8, so I wanted to give him a bit more class in his room, something that, toys. I put those tears in the wall because I think they look really cool. And I feel like this little evil child would have tears in his walls, like he just went rabid and did all that. That may or may not be a storyline in the Let's Play. I guess you'll have to find out. And then here we are just doing the bathrooms. I didn't spend too much time on these. I never spend time on my bathrooms. I just place everything everywhere and call it done. But those are the boys and girls bathrooms, and then this is Elia's room. It is the bigger room, so I figure because she's the eldest daughter, they would give her the biggest room. But there is definitely a distinct contrast between her room and the other ones. It's obviously a lot more girly, a lot lighter in color, and I think that really fits her personality. And she also loves to paint, and she's kind of a little bit childish, but her dream is to not be a vampire. And I think her room really reflects that. Like, it's still got some holes and stuff, but that's just because it's an old house, and just the overall theme of her room is very happy compared to the rest of the house, I feel like. So I really love Elia's character, and I'm hoping to really focus on her before we move on to the next founder. But anyway, guys, this is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the speed build. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and make sure to subscribe and like this video if you want to see more of me. And keep an eye out for the first episode of the Let's Play. It's going to be very, very exciting, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.